Welcome back. We're in 5.6 doing example 3. We're going to graph systems with parallel boundaries. I'm going to show you 3 different sets of parallel lines and how the shading is different amongst them, okay? So the one set of directions that's going to be different from this particular example than example 2 is we're going to describe the solutions, and I'm going to talk you through that and help you understand what to do with that. Okay, letter A. I am so thankful. They were very kind. They are both already in slope-intercept form, so there's no rearranging. There's just nothing else you have to do with these. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to color code. So in the first equation, or inequality, I'm going to do y is less than 2x minus 3. I'm going to do that one in red. So if you have a red pen with you, go ahead and grab that and let's color code together, okay? So find negative 3, mark it, and then we're going to use our slope. Remember, our slope is 2, so that's 2 over 1 or negative 2 over negative 1. So go up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, or you could go down 2, left 1, whatever works. And then we have a dash line because there's no equal to sign, okay? So dash that line all the way up, just like that. And then we got to figure out which side to shade. So you know me, I like to try 0, 0. And you can do that off to the side with 0 less than 2 times 0 minus 3. In other words, is 0 less than 0 minus 3? Is 0 less than negative 3? Well, no, actually 0 is bigger than negative 3. So we can't shade the left side of this red line. We're going to have to shade the right side, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We have to go away from 0, 0 because it didn't work when we plugged it in, okay? There you go. Get it nice and get those lines on there so you can see it really, really good. All right, now I'm going to switch to blue. You can use black or pencil, whatever, and we're going to graph our second line, okay, which is right here. Now, the y-intercept is at positive 2, mark it, and then again, the slope is the same. We know they're parallel because we have same slopes, different y-intercepts. So we're going to go up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, or you can go down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1, and go that way for a little while, okay? Again, a dash line. We are not going to draw a solid line because it's not equal to, and we're going to dash it just like that, and then we have to determine where the shading goes. So I'm going to do 0, 0 as a test point. Is 0 bigger than 2 times 0 plus 2? Is 0 bigger than 0 plus 2? Is 0 bigger than 2? No. So you're going to have to, you can't shade the right side of that blue line. You're going to have to shade the left side. So get that looking really good. I love it when it's color coded. It just pops. It stands out so good. Now, we've graphed. We did the first part of it. We graphed the system. But now they want us to describe the solution. I'm going to switch back to black. They want us to describe the solution. Do any of our shaded areas overlap? And the answer is no. Do our lines overlap? No, because they're parallel. So the bottom line here is we're going to end up describing this as saying this system has no solution. And the reason why that is because we have no overlapping of any line or any of the shading. So there's no solution. There's not a point on there that will work in both of those equations. And hopefully you can see that from the graph. Okay? Well, let's move to our next page. Again, thank you, Lord. They are in slope-intercept form. That does make things a little bit easier. I'm going to go ahead and prepare our XY coordinate plane. You do the same thing. I'm going to switch colors back to red. And first equation is going to be done in red. So I'm going to find negative 3 and mark it. And then my slope is 1, so I'm going to go up 1, right 1, Do that for a little while just to get a basic trend. Okay, looks great. And then down one, left one, kind of go the other direction. Okay. Now again, I'm going to do a dashed line because there's no equal to sign for that particular equation. All right, so that looks great. And then I got to determine my shading. So I'm going to test 0, 0. Since my line doesn't go through it, I can use it. And 0 minus 3 is -3. So is 0 bigger than -3? Why, yes it is. So I'm going to shade where 0, 0 is, and that's to the left of the red line. Okay, so there you go. There's my shading, and I'm done with that one. So I'm going to switch colors, go to a different color, blue or black. I'm going to go to blue, and at this time I'm going to graph y is less than or equal to x plus 1. Looks like x is, or the y-intercept is at 1, so let's mark that. And then we're going to go up 1, right 1. We're just going to keep doing that for a little while. Okay, and I'm right in the, I can see that I'm right in the middle of that shading. So here we go. And here's what my line looks like. Now this time I'm going to draw a solid line because I have an equal to sign. Okay, so solid line. And then I got to figure out where my shading goes. If I go to the left of the blue line, or do I go to the right of the blue line? So I'm going to try 0, 0. You know me, I like to plug in the easiest numbers I can think of, and 0 is pretty easy to plug in. So is 0 smaller than 1? Is 0 less than 1? Yes, it is. So that means 0, 0 is to the right of my blue line. That's where I'm going to shade. So where you see the crosshatch area, that's where all the solutions are. Okay? And so I'm going to describe the solutions. I'm going to say all solutions lie between the parallel lines, because that's where the crosshatch area is, and that accurately describes where all the answers are. So that's your description. So first of all, you got to graph it. Second of all, you got to describe it, and that's the description. Well, all the answers lie between the parallel lines. Okay, let's flip to the next page. This will be our last one. Oh, yay! It's again in slope-intercept form. I am so thankful. Okay, so let's get the XY coordinate plane going here. Okay, looking good. Excellent. I'm going to switch colors back to red, and I'm going to do the top one in red. And I believe that was an equal to sign. That was there. I kind of wrote over it, so now I'm not sure. So that I'll just point to it so I can see that. All right, so we want to graph -2 because that's our y-intercept. Then we're going to use negative 3 over 1 or 3 over -1. That would be an appropriate slope rise over run for -3. So you can go up 3, 1, 2, 3, left 1, up 3, left 1. Okay, or you can go down 3, right 1. Okay. Solid line. So we're going to do a solid line through these points. There we go. Not quite straight, but close enough. And then we got to figure out where the less than side is. So I'm going to try 0, 0. Is 0 less than or equal to -3 times 0 minus 2? Is 0 smaller than 0 minus 2, which is -2? No. 0 is not smaller. It's bigger than -2. So we can't shade the side where 0, 0 is. So the right side is off limits. We're going to have to shade the left side. So go ahead and make that happen. There it is. Okay. Looks great. Switch colors. Okay. Now let's let the bottom line be in blue or black or whatever color you've got on you. So find +4. Here's +4, and then same thing, -3 slopes. We're going to go up 3, back 1, or you can go down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1. down 3, right 1, just like that. Again, solid line because we have that equal to sign, so it looks good. There you go. And now we got to determine which way to shade. So we would say, okay, let's plug in that 0, 0 again. Is 0 less than or equal to negative 3 times 0 plus 4? In other words, is 0 less than or equal to 0 plus 4, which is 4? Is 0 smaller than 4? Yeah, actually it is. So you can see 0, 0 is on the left side of the blue line, and that means that's the side we're going to shade, the left side. Now, notice that the overlap doesn't start until the red line. See that? This open area between the red line and the blue line is not where the overlap area begins. Let me get my highlighter out and show you that actual overlap area starts on this red line and is all this in between. That's where it is. That's where the overlap area is. So if I were to describe the solutions to this system, I would say all solutions lie to the left of, and that red line is y is less than or equal to negative 3x minus 2. That's where all the solutions are for the whole system, starting with the red line and going to the left. Okay? So I've given you 3 examples. We graphed 3 sets of parallel lines with different shading patterns, and then we were to describe what those shading patterns look like. And hopefully I did a good job in explaining that. So please write any questions you have in the margin and bring them to class tomorrow.